Again from here. I think that's at CCR or whatever. It's like CC4 or something like that.
Everything sports culture. Sports, sounds, and sneakers.
And boom goes the dynamite.
And now, Sports Rap Live. Adam Rapp, Andrew Martinez, and DJ Guns.
Yeah.
You guys are hot.
Welcome back to Sports Rap Live, everybody. It's a chilly night here in H-Town. It is 9 p.m. Of course, we are in the second hour of our Thursday night program, which you can normally catch at Junction Bar and Grill, 160 West Gray in the shadow of downtown Houston. But tonight we are on the mothership. We're here in the Bud Light studios, and the Bud Light is flowing for sure, because that's what we do when we talk sports. Of course, when you're at the bar with your buddies, what do? You order a beer? Hey, get some popcorn, get your popcorn ready, and let's talk sports. So
you popcorn at the bar?
Man, sometimes peanuts, popcorn.
Okay.
Or if you go to Junction Bar and Grill,
going to?
you can order. Steak night is every Thursday night, of course, and they got a lot of great bar food over there. So make sure you guys check them out. And then they get bonus Sports Rap Live every Sunday night for the Sunday wrap-up show, which will be on from 8 to 10 p.m. And this Sunday, we will be following NFL football. I think it's going to be that Giants and Packers game. Shout out to Premium Pete up there in Brooklyn. Of course, SneakerTube.tv. #1 Giants fan, of course, but he's a little torn. We wanted to get him on the phone tonight, but we'll get him after the Giants take care. You got a job? Okay. Go ahead. Play that for Pete.
No, we're good.
We're good? You want to keep it going? Okay. All right. We'll wait and see if they win. And then we'll play that job for Premium Pete.
All right.
But he's kind of torn. I got to say this because I know he wanted to be on the phone tonight, but we wanted to get off and running for you guys. But one of his best friends that he grew up with in New York, of course, in Brooklyn, is Ryan Grant. Well, we all know Ryan Grant plays running back for
the Packers.
Yes. So being a diehard Giants fan, he's kind of torn. In his heart, he's cheering for the Giants. In his mind, he's cheering for his buddy Ryan Grant. So shout out to Premium Pete. You guys will get to know him live on air. He'll be a regular caller, I guarantee you.
Oh, it'll be very interesting.
He is that sports fan.
And we'll have that dump button ready for sure whenever Premium Pete comes on. But we got to get back into the Martinez Report. We're waiting for our special guest caller to get on the line. But we got to get back. We were talking college basketball. We'll keep it on campus. But we got to take it back to the football field, Andrew, and discuss this BCS Championship, which was... Oh, man, I'm not yawning because it's 9 o'clock. I'm yawning because of this game on Monday night. We were all at Junction Bar and Grill. The Rat Pack was in the building. And this is going to be our last huddle for a while. We have a segment we call 4 Down Territory. And it's going to be our last one until we start talking NFL draft, I'm sure, and college combine. But, Gons, let's get right into it, man. Of course. First down. Alabama wins the BCS title with a beatdown of LSU on Monday night.
Yeah, what?
That was a total beatdown. That was utter destruction.
Yeah, what?
That's probably the best defensive performance I've ever seen in a national championship game, bar none. I mean, that wasn't even close. The fact that LSU can never get their offense going is totally a tribute to the Bama defense. I really don't understand Les Miles coming into this game. I mean, there was no risks. There was no trickeration. There was really nothing. I mean, Adam, when we were sitting there at the bar, there were applause, like we could hear it. People clapping when they crossed the 50. It was like the point of no return. It was like crossing over this great mountains or something like that. When they were finally able to get.
And that was almost in garbage time, Andrew.
It was in garbage time.
Yeah, it was late in the third quarter.
It was pretty pathetic. I mean, these were the best defenses. I'm pretty happy that we got to see these two teams. I think it was the right matchup. It was the 1 versus 2. People who are still clamoring that they think that Oklahoma State had a stake to it. I don't think they had a stake to it, but. I think the game we watched was the right two teams, and it wasn't the result. I think like everyone, I wanted a more competitive game. I think everyone wanted a more competitive game.
Yeah. Well, we said that when the matchup 2.0 of the century of the week was basically lined up. We all kind of said, if this is anything like the regular season matchup, it could be really, really ugly.
Yeah, no, I was really expecting more. I think that Les Miles didn't show up.
Well, let's get somebody that knows a little bit about the SEC.
A little bit about the South.
Yes. Caller, are you there?
Hello.
You there?
Hello.
You're on Sports Rap Live. Who do we have here on the line?
Yeah, don't worry about that. What's going on? What's all this business in the background? This hippity bippity and all these drums and percussion and all that.
It's called flavor, sir. Flavor.
Football and talk about it, but you don't need to be playing all kinds of, crazy football.
Well, hey, you know what? We want to talk some football. You're on the line right now in our 4-down territory where we're talking all SEC football with Andrew Martinez. This is SEC Guy, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, SEC Guy, he's a legend.
SEC Guy, how bad was Les Miles in that game on Monday?
Well, he's just as bad as I expected him to be. He lucked into the first one, and then all of a sudden, that homeostasis got him, which means everything comes out in the wash. That's what that means from the South. Everything comes out in the wash, and that's what happened. And Les Miles' lucky horseshoe fell out, and it's done. It's all said and done. Luck doesn't have nothing to do with it now. When you got to be ready to play a game with 40 days in between games, the real true football comes out. The real true coaching comes out. We saw who won that one.
What about Bobby Hebert? His comments must have been right in line.
Bobby Hebert, who knows it? Bobby, I couldn't even understand what he said. I didn't know what he said. I just heard, what y'all commenting on? Yeah, the hibbity. Throw the pass over there. Les Miles over there. That's all I understood him saying. Just sound like a bunch of hogwash.
Hey, speaking of hibbity-bibbity, DJ Gons just put on some real hibbity-bibbity for you, if you can hear it there in the background. Sweet Home Alabama. I got to ask you, SEC Guy, where do you put Nick Saban now to the great Bear Bryant?
Oh, he's still got a long way to go before he gets to Bear Bryant. That's still a mighty long trip before you get all the way to the Bear.
Well, he's halfway there with his statue.
Well, that's fine and all. That's idolatry, what they call idolatry. And you're not quite where you need to be catching statues just yet. Because trust me, that thing would come right down if you lost a mile again.
So next season, do you think Alabama's going to be the preseason #1? They have to be, right?
I don't know what they're going to do. I don't even care. They weren't preseason #1 this year. Guess what happened? The rule and the roost once again. Alabama, roll tide roll. And guess what? You can put LSU there. You can put USC there. You can put TSU there. I don't care who you put there, but I know who's going to be there at the very end. It's probably going to be Bama. If it ain't us, it's going to be one of us, meaning the SEC. I know that much.
Now, what's up with all this talk about a playoff? They're trying to amend the rules. What do you think? How do you think that would affect the SEC?
Not at all, just put more of our teams in probably. All they're trying to do is find a way to knock us off. They can't stand the fact that we won so many in a row, and they're trying to fiddle with the rules and fiddle with the system so we can't keep on winning. Well, guess what? No matter what you do, we're going to keep on pounding the rest of these teams. They can't even make it a game. Hell, we beat up our own in the national championship now.
I was just going to say that, SEC Guy. SEC is so good this year, even when they win one, they lose one.
Well, I wouldn't go so far as to say that. I just say first and second place, that's it.
But you know what they call second place.
First loser.
Not when it's SEC, they don't. They just call it second place.
So what do you think about next season? There's talk about this, about the playoff and whatnot. What do you think about this whole shared title between Oklahoma State? They're trying to claim part of that title. That's not theirs.
They didn't get in this title. They didn't get none of it. They got a 50-year-old quarterback. They got some absolute ridiculous yeller and holler and screamer and a coach who yells at people. They got a wide receiver that looks like an old man. I mean, come on now. They don't have any, and they lost to Iowa Central or something like that. So, no, they don't get any piece of this.
So who do you think are going to be the big SEC teams next year? We saw the schedule. Looks like Georgia has a cakewalk.
Well, it's going to be Bama. It's going to be LSU. I'm sure Georgia will get in there again if Mark Richt doesn't screw it up. I know it ain't going to be A&M, and I know it's not going to be Missouri.
Wait a minute. Did you say A&M? A&M's in the SEC now?
Yeah, we don't want them. They're there, but we don't want them.
Oh, yeah. I guess that's news to me. I didn't even know A&M still had a football team, SEC Guy.
Well, they don't really. But anyway, yeah, at least they won their last game, so we'll give them that at least.
And what do you have to say for Kevin Sumlin? I mean, that's a new hire. At least they don't have Mike Sherman, right?
I don't know who they have. I just know whoever it is going to catch about 8 or 9 losses next year. That's all I know. To me, you can just let the fans do it. As far as I'm concerned, just say thumbs up on a run, thumbs down on a pass. Just let them call plays. It ain't going to matter anyway. It's all going to be lost. You might as well let the fans call their plays just like one of those QB1 games.
So what do you think for next season? It's going to be a 7th consecutive SEC title?
Yeah.
So after that, I mean, how long do you think this run can continue? 10 years, a decade of dominance?
I'd say 2 decades is pretty close to what it'll be. Probably a good 20-year run. Probably.
Oh, wow.
By then, we get super conferences, and they'll try to find a way to kick the SEC out for a year because they get upset.
Well, you know, they might as well.
Term limits. That's what they're going to be calling for.
Term limits. Oh, my God. SEC guy. Well, they might as well just change the letters from BCS to SEC then.
Well, yeah, I've been saying that.
We know that. We know that.
We already know what the real BCS Championship is. It's played in the Georgia Dome every year.
44 days before the real one. That's for damn sure.
That's just a walkthrough for us.
SEC guy, let me ask you one more thing. Why are you going so hard on Twitter, man? You up on this technology?
Yeah, I just had one of my daughters put me on that, and it gave me a chance to speak my mind, and that's that. You know, I just speak my mind, and I do what I do, and I keep people at bay. And when they get to be a little bit too mouthy and lippy, I put them in their place. I'm just a voice of truth. I'm a voice of reason. That's all it is. It's a chance for the truth to be put out there on the interweb.
And which daughter told you that? Which daughter was that? Which daughter got you on the Twitter?
Well, none of your business, really. It's my daughter named None of Your Business. Goodbye.
Well, hey, SEC guy.
I think he's going at him.
That's it. That's his signature.
He started asking about his daughter.
Goodbye. Well, hey, Andrew Martinez is single. Can you imagine if you married into the Cog Slaughter family?
Oh my goodness, I'm not sure if I'm not sure I'm worthy. I'm really not sure I'm worthy. I went to Rice. That's the the Ivy of the South. I'm not sure if I come up to his standards. Now if I maybe gone to an Ole Miss, he'd say no for sure. But I probably at least had to go to Alabama or a Georgia or Florida or an LSU. At minimum, he could respect me if I went to a Vanderbilt. That's a learning school.
That's the Rice of the SEC.
Yeah, that's pretty much the Rice of the SEC. If I had gone to that school, he'd respect my, probably have a good job. He'd be thinking I can support his daughter. But if I went to Mississippi State, I'd be out of the family for sure. I mean, there he would not give his blessing.
You would never get in the family for sure.
Yeah, absolutely not.
All right, well, we got to thank SEC Guy for calling in to our first show, listening to the Hibbity Bibbity and the Sweet Home Alabama.
And if you don't know about SEC Guy, you should go to the 790 and go to the blogs and the podcasts and whatnot. And there's some SEC knowledge. Put you right there in your place.
That's right. Or follow him on Twitter at SEC Guy.
Yeah, he's talking about salve and all this other things, these medicinal purposes he's got. I mean, this guy, he knows the South.
All right, well, he doesn't know sneakers, but Kadoma does. So when we get back from break, we're going to bring Kadoma to the table and get the H-Town Sneaker Summit Sneak of the Week right here live on Sports Rap Live.